Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're enjoying things. Hope you're all well. We are back today on Ringwoods for some more fun and games. One thing I need to do very quickly is have a look at the... I need to put the old Spotify into my earhole. Not Spotify, the game audio into my earholes. Right, there we go. Right, so last time we was on the map, it's the 1st of December. We have had we've had snow, basically. What we've had. We've had some snow. Now, we did do some things last week with the animals. We've got pigs. We got the piggies. Got 2 pens of piggies. Which is all good. Plenty of manure. We also put in our orchards. We've got our orchard in. Got 2 of those. Got rid of the silage bunkers. Sold those off and replaced them with 2 orchards. We then started getting our grass and hay dryers. Right. We got to let this guy do what he's doing, basically. He was collecting grass for us last time round. I need to put my lights on in all my sheds. The one thing I dislike about... There's one other thing. Why doesn't it ever remember the state I leave things in? You know, why doesn't the game remember that I've turned lights on in all my buildings? You know, and let me have the lights on all the time. I know in a, you know, society today, everyone's like, oh, you've got to save electric. You've got to save energy. Turn lights off when you're not in the room. But, come on, this is farm sim. I need me bloody lights on so I can actually see. I need me bloody lights on so I can see. So, yes, it is unfortunately snowing. Which means there's a good chance we're not going to get a lot to do. There's cultivating a field 24. Well, we will accept that contract then. We'll go get the big heavy duty tractor. And we will go do some cultivating. We'll go all the way up to the top of the map. Field 24. I ought to put some lights on them. Subject. Well, I'll tell you what, it feels very Christmassy today, doesn't it, now with the snow falling. Feels very, very Christmassy. Apparently it's going to be like this, according to the map. It's going to be like this for the next, well, month. All of December's supposed to be snow, according to the weather forecast. Every day in December is snow, and every day so far in January is snow, according to the forecast. So this might be the stream where we actually skip ahead a bit, with us not actually able to do that much. Although I may be tempted throw one additional placeable in today on the map. Yeah, make a few more changes at the farm. With the productions that we've got so far, we want to go in and get the I want to get one of the greenhouses with tube greenhouses. I want to get some of those set up at the farm. That will enable me excellent. He is actually picking up stuff. I thought for a minute when it said tank full, I was like, oh no, I'm going to go down there and find out he's got a tank full of snow. That was my first fear. I was like, okay, he's going to have a tank full of snow. But he's actually got grass. So, yeah, we can be happy about that then, ladies and gents. Field 24, that's the one all the way down the bottom here. And there we go. Nice bit of plowage. Oh, where's that lag thing I get already? So I think this field is the one we did the soybean harvest on, didn't we? Last week. Oh yeah, it makes sense that we now get a lovely little cultivating job. Overcorrected there. Right. what we can do, so get the headland done. That makes life a lot easier then for us. And then we can put the old now, one thing I did do very briefly between the last week's recording and starting today's stream, I did have to come on the map very briefly last night, as a matter of fact, to fix an issue I hadn't noticed, to fix a problem that I'd made on the map that I hadn't noticed. But thankfully, eagle-eyed viewer, eagle-eyed sub, by now John, he spotted the mistake I made last week. In last week's stream, you may remember I did a brief moment. I did pause the gameplay for a bit to make a few tweaks in the game files. And one of the things I did was on the map was replace a few of the inbuilt map productions with productions from the Dragon's Den mod, which I installed last week, the new latest amazing version. So things like the spinnery, I switched over to the Dragon's Den spinnery, the DD spinnery, rather than Stevie's spinnery. And I did the same with the grain mill, wherever it is, down here. Grain mill. I didn't realise at the time that was a very bad idea, because the grain mill is a completely different model. Stevie's grain mill uses a completely unique model, doesn't use one of the Giants models, and therefore when I swapped the DD grain mill for Stevie's grain mill, I caused a huge problem on the map, because it's not a like-for-like building swap. It wasn't. And the triggers and stuff were completely messed up. I would not have been able to use it. Thankfully, as I say, by now John spotted that, because he was copying what I was doing himself in his own single player save, his local save, and he discovered the problem with the grain mill, and he notified me last night on Twitch during my most recent multiplayer save. And as a result, I was able to come on last night, fix it. So today it's all working good. I have ended up buying the grain mill. So what I've done is I've transitioned the grain mill back to being Stevie's grain mill, because there's absolutely no difference in terms of what products are produced. The Stevie grain mill and the DD grain mill make exactly the same things. So there really wasn't a reason for me to change that. But some of the other, obviously, like the spinnery and stuff, it was important for me to change that. I can't remember, did I do the tailor shot? Or have I placed my own tailor shot? Now I'm looking. Grocery mart, bakery, Mexican restaurant, dairy, grape processing, water fill trigger, pallet. I think there is a tailor shop, is there? Unless I've placed one myself. Fast food, DD restaurant, DD supermarket. Let's have a look. Cotton. No. There isn't a tailor shop. So I'm going to have to buy and place a tailor's somewhere. That's another production we need to add in today then. For making the clothes, leather, jackets, stuffed toys, that kind of thing. I think they even make, I want to say they make a horse saddle now as well. I do like this big boy case, I have to admit. It's a good tractor, this. I think it's the Stevie one. Quad track by Stevie. Yes, it is. Of course it is. I'm using all Stevie stuff on this save. Right, back to the farm. Contract is complete. We get paid for that. And that say, sadly, there is no more no more. So there's the grain mill that I now own, which is Stevie's. Right, may need to go and move the maple syrup. I've also increased the capacity on the old... Hello, bye now, John. Welcome to the stream. I was just talking about you, John, a few minutes ago, and your eagle-eyed spotting of my mistake with the grain mill last week, and helping me put that right last night before today's stream. So thank you for that, John. I do love it when viewers spot things in my streams and in my videos that I haven't spotted, and then help me and put me right. I do love that. I love the viewers who are really, you know, switched on to my content and noticed things. I can't slip anything past them. I got you up early to join in. Oh yeah, it must be really early for you in the on the west coast of the US. It must be what, about 6 AM? Maybe earlier, 4 AM? Six AM. Breakfast with Watty, you can call it then. You can have breakfast with me today. Snow is falling. On the map. Stevie's sugar mill. So unfortunately, not a whole lot of jobs to do at the minute. I've still got the auto drive course play combination doing the grass collecting over on field 9 for me. Like I say, my first fear was that I was going to get a message to say that when he got full that he was going to have a trailer full of snow. He was just collecting snow, but he is actually still collecting the grass. He's not picking up the snow, so that's a good thing. But yeah, we might have to place a few more placeables today. I want a greenhouse. I want one of the tubed greenhouses, so I can start getting peanuts and stuff in production. And I also want to get the tailor's shop installed, because we don't have one of those on the map by default. So that's a great chance for me to put in one of the Dragon's Den tailor's factories, which will then give us access to being able to produce quite a few little things like stuffed toys, leather jackets, horse saddles, I think, as well. Once we've got access to leather, which I don't think I get access to leather until I start taking animals to the butchers. I might need to place butchers as well. But obviously we've got some goods to go and move. Probably about as good as it's going to get today, weather-wise, on the map. Let's have a quick run round, find all the stuff. Find where I left everything last week. Oh, hello. You've had a bit of a problem, haven't you? I reckon you've taken the corner a little bit too fast. And you've skidded on the snow. That would be my guess. He's gone a little bit too quick and he's lost control in the snow. Oh, I'll tell you what. I'm getting a new mouse today at some point, because this one is starting to get a bit temperamental on the old clicky clicks. It is. On the old clicky clicks, especially the middle mouse button, is starting to get a little bit iffy. So I've got a new mouse being delivered today at some point. So I might have to swap over during the stream to a new mouse. Right, there's my slurry tank. What model mouse? I've gone for another Razer Naga, because I've had this one since trying to think how long I've had this one. I think I've had this one since about 2015. Before that I had the Molten Edition. But I've gone for another one because I like the 12 buttons on the side. The 12 buttons on the side are very useful for gaming. Especially when I'm playing the buildery type games. They pour me something tall and strong. They give a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but that don't care. strong, we're something cool and strong. I think I've got the version coming as well, because they don't just do the 12 button version of the mouse now. I think the one I've got coming today has the side piece is removable, so you can actually, there's 3 different button configurations you can choose to have. There's one which is 6 buttons, one which is 2 buttons, and I think the 12 button one. So I can kind of switch it up depending on my needs. So yeah, we'll have to keep our eye on the on that fella. It was quite cheap. It was only it was about 60 quid, I think it was. Which is a lot cheaper than I've paid in the past for a Naga. I didn't go for the wireless version because I don't use wireless. But I may. I was though thinking of getting a wireless one to go with my Steam Deck, so I can use it with my Steam Deck. But then I need to get the dock for the Steam Deck. The USB-C hub dock thing. I imagine it would be quite good if you're the type of person that plays farm sim with a keyboard and mouse. I imagine having the 12 buttons on the side of the mouse would be quite useful, because you could program a different function to each button. So that'd give you extra buttons at your fingertips. Because one of the things I also used to use back in the day, I don't actually have it connected to the PC anymore, and it's obviously incredibly dusty because I haven't used it in forever, was my Nostromo, Razer Nostromo, which is like a little mini one-handed keyboard for just having the essentials at your fingertips. Again, a very useful thing when playing some games. I might actually see if I can use that with my Steam Deck, because I don't really need a full keyboard. I don't necessarily, but to play some games like Dyson Sphere and like some of the builder games that I like to play, the strategy games and stuff, you need to have access to a keyboard, and trying to play those games with an on-screen keyboard is no good. Right, let's have a quick check. What is happening? Right, the dude there is picking up grass again. Well done. Well done. Please don't crash. Right, so what we're going to do today then is we're going to add in some of the production. So I decided the horse pen has got to go, ladies and gents. The horse pen is no more. Bye-bye, horses. Instead, we're going to place into that greenhouse hoop. That's too big. Okay, that is quite a bit bigger than I thought, actually. That's not actually going to fit. It would if I took out the trees. It would if I went through and deleted all the trees. Right, there's a place over here for the butcher. There we go then. One butcher placed. I've got to find the rest of the placeable zones. Have I bought the rest of the placeable areas on the map? There's one there, which is 38 grand. And there's a couple at the top of the map as well. I think that looks like a big one there to me. But that's attached to 2 fields, so we'll consider that one. Right, so tailor shop, wasn't it? If we come down the road here, there's one here, right. DD Productions. Oh, that's a baby. That's a tiny little building. That is. We'll chuck that in then. I like the idea of DD Sugar Mill as well, because that gives me the option of using honey to make sugar. If in the absence of sugar beets and sugar cane and stuff, which could be very useful. There's a bakery that makes loads of stuff there. That makes like donuts and stuff and jams. Question is then, where am I going to place my greenhouse with hoops? My greenhouse with hoops. Unfortunately, I don't have... I would love to have put it in at the farm, but we don't have the room. There's an area here where we could get a massive greenhouse with hoops. That might be a bit too big. Let's go for the medium one. That'll do, won't it? Place that in. Right, we can make grapes. So yeah, that's why manure is going to be so important to us, ladies and gents. Tell you what, look at the recipes. One pig makes 40 bacon, 45 sausages, 2 joints, 10 animal fat and 4 leather. That's where the money is, ladies and gents. That's where the money's going to be, in the silage is going well. Got some hay, which is nice. And like I say, the composter not really doing a lot at the minute. You know what I'm also tempted. I know I shouldn't do it because this is Stevie's map, and you know Stevie's map is, you know, a good map. But one of the things I'm thinking is the greenhouses, although nice in what they produce, they're a little bit awkward because they require compost. And I've got to make compost using this machine over here. Whereas what I could do, I could sell the compost machine, I could sell the 2 greenhouses, and I could replace them with one of DD. I could replace them with 2 DD greenhouses, which will give me just as many products. Right, I'm going to take this fella, because we need to go and check on the maple syrup. I think I need to move some maple syrup today into my maple syrup factories. Because I'm pretty sure, because I know Stevie's greenhouses do pumpkins, carrots, melons and tomatoes, which are needed for some of Stevie's recipes, but I'm pretty sure that DD's do pumpkins, don't they? Or is it it's the greenhouse hoops that do the pumpkins? And they also do the melons. So I might be able to use the stuff from DD's still. Depends on obviously whether the file names are correct for the fruit types. Whether they use the same fruit names. Hill type names, should I say. Dude, still collecting the grass. Good on you, dude. You keep collecting that grass. Oh no! I don't need pallets, do I? It's not pallets. It's loose materials. And unfortunately, my tanker does not do sap. That's a problem. The sap is a liquid that I've got to transport, so I'm going to need that. £70,000. Okay. He's actually trimmed that down then, because that used to have like 500 million litre capacity, and now it's locked at 90. You can't go any higher than 90. So he's changed that in the new mod pack. Because in the previous mod pack, the previous version that I was using, that tanker had like unreal capacity. It would hold like 5 billion litres of whatever product. So I'm going to need my truck. You know what? I'm going to buy another truck. I am. Ooh! Forgot about those. Forgot about those. I'm gonna have to come and fetch them next. More trucks. I'm gonna need a fleet of trucks at this rate. Obviously, I've not set up any kind of auto drive courses yet to unload these and transfer goods. That'll be a project for another time. A little bit slower unloading. It was faster filling. It was. They only hold 100,000 capacity. Warehousing map. I don't know if Stevie's got. I don't think Stevie's got a warehouse in this map like he has on Elm Creek. And chances are, for things like this, I'll end up just distributing directly from the building, so I'm not having to constantly handball stuff. I mean, it's not too bad. It's obviously to move the maple sap. It's just two journeys with the truck, one at each. So that's no hassle, no hardship. But for things like the orchards, I might be better off just switching them to distributing, because they're going to be churning out hundreds of pallets of apples and oranges and lemons and things. Remember what now? I can't remember now what them other trailers are for. One's for auto loading round cotton bales if I decide to go down the cotton road at some point, and the 30-footer is for what? Was that for my wool? I've got to leave the engine running to empty this thing. So I might need to buy another truck yet, because I've got 2 more trailers I need to move around. Is there any cheap trucks for sale? No, there isn't. Now I'm going to go out on a guess and say my pickup truck will not pull that trailer there. So I'm going to need... That's a tractor pull job, that is. And that one's a truck pull. So let's go grab another truck. Get another one of them, I think. Is this a pallet or... No, this is the cotton bale loader, isn't it? Yeah. Right, I need my... I'm going to need the telehandler. What's the betting? I've parked it so I can't tab into it. Of course I've parked it. Woo! Bit of a tail slide there. And again. Yeah? Get all these loaded up. What's gone wrong with my eggs? They've tipped over. I think that's the snow that's done that. Tell you what, snow's starting to get a little bit deep. It is. Have a think. I don't have a warehouse. I don't. DD doesn't have a warehouse. Yeah, I think I've got the pallet warehouse. I've downloaded that one that he recommends. I just, for whatever reason, have not installed it. I have not installed it. Also doesn't, it's not really going to help me much, because obviously I've still got to pick the stuff up and take it to the warehouse. I need to find a way to make this a bit easier. Unfortunately, the way Stevie's got this laid out, I can't place the usual animal transport mob things, because they're going to stick out and block the auto drive guys, I think. Eggs are too heavy for me to lift? What is this nonsense? What options do I have? That doesn't do eggs. Does not do eggs. Yeah, I haven't got the animal transport, animal products distribute mod thing installed. That might be a little bit in the way there, so we'll just maneuver him. Let me have a look. Warehouse mods. Animal products, auto shipping. That's what I want. Into Ringwoods. And then let's have a look at original mod downloads. Pallet warehouse. That's the one. No, apparently it's already in the folder. Apparently it's already in the mod folder. So why have I not got it enabled? Let me double check. Maybe I've just missed it as I've gone through the thing, adding all the individual mods and stuff. Automatic shipping of animal products. Yes. Then we're looking for pallet warehouse. I'm getting lag already. Pallet warehouse. pallet and bale warehouse. It's installed. It's active. So how come I can't find it in the menu? In the placeables menus, I can't find it anywhere. Unless it's in a category I've not looked in. You know, it's somewhere stupid like container or tools or decoration or something. You know, that's the only thing I can think of, because it's not in the obvious places like production, where I thought it would be. Because it tells you the mod name on the bottom. There it is. It's under silos. That's no wonder I couldn't find it. Stevie has a pallet built-in. For his own products, though. Maybe we place this where our horses were. Can I have snapping on, please? Because snapping's better. Because then I can actually get this aligned. Make room. Right. Oh, tell you what, Stevie's is a bit on the big side, ladies and gents. Stevie's is a bit massive. Oh, we won't use Stevie's. We won't. That might be useful. Food salt. Do we need food salt for something? Food salt. We need that for something, don't we? DD houses. Right. Oh, you know what I've done now, don't you? I've broke him. I broke the I broke this fella. Because I keep logging out the game before he's finished. I've got to stop doing that. Need him to be finished. Okay, that's for spawning pallets out of the building. I have to go into the production menu to see what we've got in the building. Don't see it in the menu. I've got a feeling that's not a production. I've got to manually load that and manually unload it. That's not as useful. I thought I was going to be able to go in the menu and set it. That's not as useful as I thought it was going to be then. Because I thought I could tell these buildings to distribute and the pallets would go to the warehouse automatically. That's not the case at all. I'm having to manually load those. Well, I can't place that at the minute then, can I? Because I can't see where the trigger is. I have to wait for the snow to go. Yes, I know Stevie's does have. Stevie's warehouse has the automatic distribute and sell option because it's an actual production. The only trouble with Stevie's is it only accepts the fill types that Stevie's programmed it to accept. It won't accept any of the things from DD's mod. Which I guess is the problem with these warehouses type mods, because unless they're programmed for every single possible pallet and fill type imaginable, their usage is rather limited. And this has no auto load properties at all. Is that correct? No, that has absolutely zero auto-loading properties. Okay. Okay. That snow is getting very deep, look. What is that, about a foot? About a foot and a half of snow we've had so far today on the map. Let's go sleep. Not that it's going to make any difference. I'm going to wake up at 9. It's a little bit sunnier. Snow still keeps coming down. Grab them all. Oh, game's lagging. Look at that. 3 FPS. I'm getting 3 frames per second now. While the PC's doing whatever it's friggin' mucking about at in the background. And frustrating. There we go, back up to 40 odd frames per second, but I need to turn the controller back on. I'm getting a bit concerned now because that's getting even deeper. Woo! Nearly. Nearly. We'd have had to have gone to the boss then and reported a near miss. If we'd have tipped that over. Something I never actually had occur during my my forklift driving career. I never had a near miss. That's something we should be proud to celebrate. Never had a near-miss situation. There were some other people in the company who did, though. There we go, 2 pallets of lemons. Problem is, this greenhouse is just going to output stuff far faster than I can actually load it. Well, as soon as I turn around, it's filled the gap I've just picked from. You know? I haven't even got the other greenhouse switched on. I haven't even got that turned on yet. And I'm already kind of drowning in product. Move this over here out the way. Right, so we've got cherries, oranges, apples, plums, pears and lemons. Where are we going to take those? Bearing in mind, I don't think I own any factories that do anything with those. The answer to that is no, I do not. So we are selling. DD supermarket, restaurant, fast food restaurant, or farmer's market. Let's go to the restaurant, shall we? It's all the way over there. I have to check on Mr. Loading Wagon as well, because I've not seen him in a hot minute. I'm wondering if the snow has now got to the point where even the loading wagon can't do its job. And well, that's a bit tricky. We tiptoe around these corners a little bit. It's like driving on ice. I think for maybe moving these products, I ought to use the big trailer. Didn't I? £9 selling that one trailer load of stuff. £9 for one trailer load of products. No, I'm just going to go this way, because I just want to see where the loading wagon's got to on this field. Looks like he's actually finished, ladies and gents. So what we could probably do is we could probably move him manually. Alright, let's go find the truck. I think he's parked over here, isn't he? No contracts. Also, absolutely nothing that I can sell. Alright, that's apparently full. That is apparently full, ladies and gents. I've got a feeling that could have been loaded better. Could have been loaded a lot better. A lot of wasted space in that trailer. And to be honest, we don't really have that many products. I mean, we've got, okay, 15,000 litres of plums, but it's like 1,500 litres of pears, 4,000 litres of cherries, 1,500 litres of lemons, 3,000 litres of oranges and 1,000 litres of apples. That's not a lot of transporting. That greenhouse holds a ridiculous amount of stuff. $50,000 of each product. So, how many journeys would I have to do with this trailer? Pick up all those, empty that greenhouse, empty that orchard. Couldn't make the corner even though I was slowing down. Snow does make it a challenge. And you just want to haul stuff. Hello, Mr. Helgi. Alright, that's delivered some products. We're gonna move the loading wagon. That's the next job. Because he has finished. Well, yeah, there's going to be snow, Mr. Helgi. It's December after all. Here on Ringwoods. Right, the next thing then I want to do is maybe look at getting some straw bales. Right, yeah, because if I get some straw bales, I can load up the manure mixer, and I can start making some manure, which means I can then turn on the other orchard, and I can turn on my greenhouse with hoops. Oh. I don't think I'm going to do any grass rolling today, ladies and gents. I don't think grass rolling's going to have much point or much purpose. Maybe I can do snow rolling instead. I need to maybe do snow shoveling. It's starting to get very deep in places on the farm. It is. I mean, that is a good... That's a good 2 feet nearly now. That's nearly a good 2 feet deep. Is it going to stack things a little bit neater this time? You could get another row in there. No wonder this thing is flipping not transporting a lot. That's a whole flipping... How many pallets is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. There's at least another 28 pallets you could fit in there. No wonder it's taking me all day to transport stuff when you don't fill the bloody wagon. What a load of rubbish that is. I have some pallets of wool and eggs, but the animal menu does show 0 of these products. What is going wrong? Don't know. It only counts the products they're producing, so if they're not producing any products at the moment because your areas are full, then obviously it won't show anything until you move the stuff. See, I don't own one of these ones, because I bought the Stevie one. I did. I bought the Stevie one. Would that one load better? I don't want to have to keep buying trailers though, that's the thing. I don't know if you can make a train. I don't know if you can. I'm a little bit confused now as to what that trailer is. Did I get the 50-foot trailer with bale loading? I must have gone for that one, surely. I must have gone for bale loading. Sure, I must have done. I know one trailer is for doing cotton bales. I bought that with the future in mind. This one must do bales. Yeah, it'll do square or round bales, apparently. So let's go buy some straw bales. $30 should do. How do I enable auto load then? I'm confused. Because I don't see an option for auto load in that menu. Okay, now it will do auto load, but the trailer's got a lot bigger. I think I bought this. I think I bought this. I think I bought this to do the wool, for transporting the wool, because I think the unloading point at the spinnery is quite narrow. Which is why I got it in the small size. That trailer might now be too big. I'm pretty sure. So the other trailer that I've got wool loaded on at the minute was not for loading wool on. That must have been for loading pallets and obviously cotton bales. Oh, you are going to troll me, are you, game? Okay, so the manure mixer apparently doesn't take bales. Which means we're going to have to put the straw in the silo. And then transport it from the silo to the manure mixer. Where's my truck? I just feel at the minute like I'm having to do 20 steps just to do one little thing. One simple little task is requiring me to do about 20 different things, and that just seems like a lot of work. You know, a lot of effort just to get a bit of straw in one building. You know. For a minute, I was worried then. I was thinking, oh no, please tell me that the silo accepts bales. At least the good thing is, once the snow comes on Maypole, I'm going to be really well practiced at being able to handle the snow. So on the multiplayer map, when it snows, I'm going to be an expert at handling and driving in the snow. Might load this up with manure and take it to the to that new that greenhouse hoop thing that we placed. So we can start getting that running, so then we can start getting our peanuts and stuff. There's my butchers. My lovely butchers. Soon be taking animals there. There's a building. Where's my greenhouse? Oh, further up the road. I was like, where's my greenhouses? My greenhouses are over here. That'll do. start getting some... What we can do with this building now is put that on distribute, and that will ship the manure to wherever needs manure, you know, when we have enough. And then all these factories will be automatically provided with I think it's pretty cool that my that they've got frost on all the little bushes. Don't you? I think that's a cool little we'll get a screenshot for the ready for the thumbnail. I tell you what though, they're a lot bigger. Those greenhouses with hoops are a lot bigger than I expected. Even the small one is not tiny. Just kind of limit you a bit on where you can place it. Doesn't it? Getting a little bit of lag. Brakes! Brakes! Tell you what, if you've ever been in that situation in real life, it's a bit scary when you've got your foot on the brakes and the vehicle's not stopping and it just keeps going. I had that happen to me one winter when I worked at the golf club. I was on the road heading out to the golf course, got to a bend in the road, hit the brakes, nothing happened. I just went straight on. Went through a hedge and finished up in a farmer's field. Whoa! Crazy camera angles, baby. Just leave that there. Grab my tanker again. That's not a lot of liquid manure. Right, I think what I'll do next is I think I'll skip a couple of days forward. Because there's really not a lot to do in December. There's no contracts. There's nothing for me to do. I can't get on the. I can't do anything on the fields. And even I'm starting to get a little bit bored now of moving pallets about. Which is not like me. So let's go and skip ahead. We'll go to January and we'll see if January offers us anything better. Why are these pallets not liftable is what I want to know. Because they should be. Hey, the snow's gone from the ground. We've had a bit of a fall, ladies and gents. We've had a bit of a fall. And the snow has been dealt with. Let's have a look at the animals quick. Sheeps are okay. Why is it not showing me my... There we go, that's better. Allow overcrowding, allow overcrowding, allow overcrowding, and allow overcrowding. My silage bales. Fancy me knocking them over. Right. Let's move on a little bit. Oh, what is going on with the camera? Keeps jerking me all over the place. Trailer train idea. I don't think you can, because I don't think there's a rear hitch on any of the trailers. Don't think there's a rear hitch, so you can't join the trailers together. The auto-loading ones, anyway. I could be wrong. No, because they're trucks. Truck trailers. So there's no way, because obviously that requires a truck, so there's no way you can link those together. That's got swivelly axles, so I definitely wouldn't like that. And again, there's no rear link. So I can't daisy chain trailers, unfortunately. Not with the trailers that I've got installed, anyway. Bloody sheep. Keep making wool. I need to... Oh no, 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 no. I've just taken all the straps off. I definitely don't want to do that. What I need to do is get the animal shipping product thing. As soon as the snow... I should have done it... I missed a trick. When the snow had disappeared, I should have placed the buildings for the... collect all the wool and all the eggs and all the honey automatically. I should have placed... What is that all about? Seriously, game. Oh, you're trying to post links, John. Don't post links in the chat. You'll get timed out, unfortunately. FS22 auto loader transport pack. Is that King Mods? Because some of those other sites look a bit dodgy. Oh, that's got the man trucks, and then the trailers with the swivelly axle things. You're on about this, aren't you, John? Trouble is, there's so many versions of it. That's version 2.01.0. That's version 3. Some very dodgy websites here. I'll give it a whirl. I'll download it. We'll have a look at it next time round. Ringwoods. $40. Great if I could link a few of them 40 trailers together, wouldn't it? Just need to turn off my... Right, back to the house. I can't change my camera view now. Now I can. $30. That'll be January. Will there be any contracts in January? It's still snowing. Quick, before the snow comes. Before the snow comes, let's get... Yeah, sorry about that, John. I probably should have told you the chat doesn't let anyone post links in the chat, because obviously you get a lot of the spam bots coming in posting links to crap. So that's one of the things that the auto mod takes care of, is removing links for me. So yeah, sorry about that. But I found the transport pack. I did do a search for it, and I have downloaded one. I don't know if it's the right one, but we'll try it out next time, next week. Right, that's the eggs. See, the problem is, I don't know if I can do it with the, with the wool. I don't know if I can do it with the wool. Because the last thing I want is unless I put it that way, that might work. Might just need to move these. It's to talk like that. Might have to put free place mode on. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's much nicer. That's great. That's an easy way to store the wool. That's an easy way to store wool. My trailer pack had this, author Archimobile version Mod description, Archimobile version 0.300 autoloader transport pack. I must have the right one then. Must have the right one. Like I say, I'll give it a load. It was released in August, apparently, the pack I downloaded, so should be okay. So that takes care of some of the issues then with wool and eggs, because now I can actually ship those automatically wherever I want and wherever I need them. Which is probably not a bad idea, actually. Especially with the eggs. I could do the same with the honey as well. Where's the honey? Boom shakalaka. Get those in there. Alright, that's me honey loading automatically. And I can distribute the honey wherever the honey is needed. So again, when I've got factories that use honey, we can distribute that. I want to make soap, but I need animal fat to make soap. So we're going to need to kill some animals at some point. And like I say, we've not turned on the greenhouses. There's still no contracts, unfortunately. Oh no, me trees have died. All me trees have died in me orchard. Because we ran out of manure, ladies and gents. So yeah, we're going to need a lot more manure. Might have to start thinking about firing up the other cow sheds. Might have to start getting some cows in these sheds. In these three. So we can get massive manure output. And we have got the slurry. But that doesn't exactly tell me what we've got in here, does it? $186,000 litres. Which is not bad. Could be better. Wish there was an option on like the animal pens, like, you know, at the pigs, to be able to set the slurry to auto like distribute or sell or whatever. Same on the cows with the manure and the slurry. Be nice if they operate, if the animal pens operated like productions. Then you could have the products that the animals make auto distribute too. That would be a lot simpler. Right, apparently I need to give some water to the cows. We're gonna have to give cows some water in a minute. I've lost my pond. Two trailerfuls should keep them fairly busy, fairly happy. More or less. So it's going to snow all through January. It's going to snow through February. We might be needing to skip forward fairly quite a lot of days. That's full. That's water for them. Do the other pigs. Second. We might have to do a pig food run as well next week. We haven't got enough pig food. Gonna need to get those pens filled up. So I might have to go and do the I might have to skip, like I say, skip ahead a bit, because there's no contracts in January. There's nothing I can do with my fields, so before next week's stream I need to skip ahead a bit, and then when we come back next week we'll be able to pick up with some tractor driving again, and do some seeding and do some planting and get my fields equipped with everything that they need. Because I've got 1, 2, 3, I've got 4 fields that haven't got anything planted on them. I've got 4 fields with no crops at all. Got 1 field with oilseed radish, so that's going to need ploughing and cultivating. And then stone collecting. Got some stones to collect on these 2 fields, plus we need to do some fertilising and what have you. So we can have a go at that as well, and then we'll start trying to follow the crop rotation calendar a little bit. In terms of making sure we've got everything, that we're planting the right crops in the right sequence of things. But yeah, no contracts in the winter, ladies and gents. Skip forward a little bit. Snow is settling again. Right then, folks, I think I'm going to leave it there for today on Ringwoods. I will be back later this evening after I've had my dinner to do some maypole. I think I've got a couple of fields to harvest on maypole, so that should be good. Yeah, I look forward to seeing everybody then. So for now, from me, ladies and gents, cheerio and goodbye.